There's our stock. Genius Group. It's up. Shit. Whoa, we're up to $1.55. Genius Group. Genius Group. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to another world famous episode of John's Stocks in Crypto. On my channel, we focus on trying to make a lot of money in these markets on all kinds of stuff, ranging. I follow the Bitcoin markets. I follow all the Bitcoin stocks. I follow gold and silver, the AI sector. So I try to keep an eye on everything, and I do like a lot of penny stocks, but at the same time, I don't think you should own too many of those at this time. I think a time is coming when we should own lots of penny stocks. Remember, in 2021, everyone was making money in these penny stocks. I had 0001 stocks that were freaking up 70 times, and I was making money in Blink charging back then, buying it at like a little over $1. The thing went to like 50. It skyrocketed. So I try to follow everything. And I try to follow the major sectors of these markets very closely, as well as the larger macroeconomic picture, because the key, I think, here that is going to help us all make our fortunes is to get in on these large sectors before they move, okay? One of my things is I think Bitcoin's going to be coming down more. If I am proven right about that, then we can get in on these options in these penny crypto companies, and that's how we make 50 or 100x. You can also buy much better, higher quality companies and get options in those. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to make money. So I believe the options are going to be the key to increase our profits the most when these sectors make their moves. Okay, and I know that these big moves are coming because of what the Federal Reserve is doing. So I'm also a day trader now. So if becoming a day trader interests you, pay the $5, join the Patreon, and I'm going to tell you everything I know to get you caught up. Okay, I don't know about everything, but I can get you caught up about the day trading and how that can work out, how to get your system all set up for it. And to be a really good day trader, though, I mean, you really need at least 25 grand in your account, because once you do that, they'll give you 100 grand in buying power. So I could buy, I could find a stock that I think is bottoming out, or it just dipped, and I really think it's a good buy. I put 100 grand into it. The thing moves up 2%. That's 2 grand. Okay. So if you guys really want to become good day traders, you got to fund your accounts up to 25 grand, and I believe you should do that any way necessary, but not taking on credit card loans to fund your accounts, okay? Because there's no guarantee you're going to be successful at day trading. But it's really not that hard, guys. And when you get that money, one of the whole keys is that I keep this stuff for the Patreons a lot, but you have to get used to that cancel button. So it's like when I was trading the other day, I had to use the cancel button constantly, because the thing you'll put in an order to buy, join the bid, the thing will drop a cent, and then you cancel your order, because then you don't want that order to get filled if the stock just looks like it dropped, okay? And you got to get used to how the stock moves. If the buy and the sell orders are stacking up on either side. So join the Patreon. I'll talk with you a little bit and get you where you need to be to become a better day trader. If you don't know what you're doing, that's I like to help out people that are new, because I want to get more people into the world of investing, because it's exciting and it's fun. So I'm going to be also releasing a major stock later today, only for the Patreon members. Okay, it's a company that it does have really strong ties with big corporations. It had been falling for a number of days. I do believe it's oversold, and I think that it's time to buy this one. So it's less than a $10 stock. It's not the next penny one that we're all hoping for, like Troika and GNS, okay? But that one it's going to be coming. The guy that found that one on my team, he actually found Troika and GNS. And then it has to go through our process to make sure that we all agree that the thing's going to be going up. But yeah, the next penny one is coming, but we do have a sub $10 stock for the Patreon members only that I think it's a really great company. It's going to be going up dramatically. So you can check that out on the Patreon, just $5. So before we get into stocks and markets, I want to talk about the inflation data that came out. Annual inflation for the last 12 months ending in August is 3.67, which is it's probably not 3.67. Okay, it's probably a little bit higher. Just like during the pandemic, they were claiming, oh, the inflation rate's only 9%. It was actually like 18%, okay, in all reality. So prices were going up astronomically. Some of you guys know, since the pandemic, some prices have doubled, okay? I always keep coming back to the French fries because I like to go get a bag of French fries. The things are $7.50. And yeah, someone mentioned to me I could go to Aldi's, but at the same store where they were half the price, now they're double. It's like, what the heck? Aldi's, yeah, you could save a little bit of money there. So I try to go there when I can. It's kind of tough on my motorcycle because I can only put so much food in the backpack. So yeah, I started a GoFundMe if you help provide money for a vehicle for me. If you make a lot of money on something that I called, like if you made a fortune on GNS or something, maybe you could help me out. So I started that. So at this rate, prices double every 20 years. So at the current inflation rate, prices are doubling every 20 years. This is really not good for people that are on a fixed income, and because they're retiring with a certain level of income, and if they're still alive 20 years later, how can you afford to live? They're going to have to be, other people, all of their family members are going to have to be helping support them in their nursing homes, whatever, guys. My one buddy works at a nursing home, and he said that these people are just so sad and depressed, and no one ever comes to visit them. And he says most of them, they're dementia, and they're losing their minds and stuff, and they don't really feed them healthy food in there and all that. So guys, you don't want to end up in that position of where you're in a nursing home and you got to make the money now in these markets when you're still young. So when you get older, you'll be able to help out other people. You'll be able to pay it forward. So we have to take control of our own stock accounts, I believe. I don't believe in having too many penny stocks and too many stocks, because then if these markets start to crash, it's like, okay, what do I do? Is it the real crash? Do I wait? What do I sell? And then you might panic and you might make wrong decisions. If you have too many penny stocks, how can you pay attention to all those stocks? But the people in the Patreon that I talk to, they say they just love to buy the penny stocks because the more of them you buy, it's like the more chance you have that you've got a winner. But even if you do have a winner, do you have enough shares to equal out your losses of all those penny stocks that get reverse splits here and there? So what I'm trying to do in my portfolio right now is I am cutting back on some of my penny positions, my penny stocks, even some of the good stocks I'm cutting back. I've been selling off some of my oil stocks because I'll get to which ones those are. I still believe these stocks are good and high quality and are going to be skyrocketing. But with oil prices this high, I think it's likely we'll have a pullback, but kind of getting off the topic right now. But yeah, silver, I believe that you should own silver, okay? Before we get to any of the stocks or anything, I got to mention silver, because when we get this inflation, like I said, a lot of old people that I know, they're actually taking some of their money that they do have and they're buying gold and silver, because that's going to hold its value through the inflation. If you hold all these dollars or all these stocks, that does give you another level of risk. If you hold dollars, first of all, you're an idiot, because those are guaranteed to go down in value. Now, if you hold stocks, you're not necessarily an idiot, because over time, the stock market has rallied. But as investors, we do want to take advantages of these big moves. When the stock markets drop or when they rally, we've got to take advantage of each of those moves to the best of our ability. So I'm trying to get away from buying and holding right now, because I don't think it's a good time to buy and hold. It's not like 2021 and everything's going to be going up. I think we're going to be looking at a decline, okay? Because we see the economy slowing everywhere. Global economies, China's in trouble, okay? For real, they are. So silver will protect you from this inflation. Some of the Patreon members are buying silver, okay? So I think that's really great that they're getting into it. They understand what I'm saying and what other people are saying. There's lots of channels that are into silver. Ron's Basement, he's a good guy. He likes silver a lot, but he doesn't catch these market moves like I do. He was way overweight in lots of gold stocks and stuff, and he didn't sell, okay? He didn't sell a while ago. I have been waiting this all out to buy at the correct time, okay? So like, I'm the guy to watch. You should watch Ron's Basement too, but I'm going to be the guy that helps everybody take advantage of the biggest moves, before they happen. That's how we can make 40, 50x, okay? I made 40x on some of my GNS options, all right? I had $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 calls. And I did that as an experiment so that I know how to instruct people, not financial advice, but my friends and stuff, I know how to instruct them which options to get. So, big day down in the financial markets yesterday. Yeah, Friday. I was doing trading, lots of trades, and I was watching the E-mini futures / ES. Okay, so for your Thinkorswim on Ameritrade / ES, that's your futures. Those kind of dictate the whole markets. So when you're making your Thinkorswim, Luke, put one of your charts on one of it should be ES. Okay, or have it on the separate laptop, whatever. You got to have that one, because a lot of the stocks will follow that. All right, the Dow was down 288, S&P was down 54, and the NASDAQ, which is the major tech index, which has been rallying for a lot, is down 217. A lot of these AI stocks that are on that tech index are coming down. C3 AI went from like 50 to now it's down to like 23 or something. Amazon down 3%, Nvidia down 3.7% yesterday or Friday, yep, and Microsoft down 2.5%. It's a big sell-off. These markets, I think, are getting a little bit uneasy. I think it is likely that the Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ could have a pretty decent size rapid drop. Okay, I'm looking at that as a possibility. So I'm watching the volatility indexes. Okay, just because the whole economy is slowing down and the yield curve, it means that there's a recession coming. I've been saying this for months, and I think we're getting there. Okay, going to have this little recession here, and then they're going to lower the rates, boost the markets big time to get Biden elected. So the election is like in October of 2024 or something. So I think we're going to have this down period between now and then. All right, sooner than later. But I see them, lowering rates for the 2024 election. So we're going to get a big market move upwards. Okay. Oil over $91 a barrel. We see a lot of the smaller oil companies aren't really moving yet, and that kind of tells me that this rally isn't really going to continue and follow through. There's supply constraints. They're cutting back. Saudi Arabia cutting back a little bit. These are not huge numbers that they're cutting back. Okay, but also we see Biden drain the strategic oil reserves. I got to talk to Biden about that. What an idiot, What we should have the strategic oil reserves full right now. He should have kept them because now oil is very high. So he doesn't have really good technical analysts helping him, giving him the knowledge what to do with these strategic oil reserves. It's more of I think the government just uses these strategic oil reserves to just help manipulate markets, because they're going to have to refill these reserves, probably at higher prices. I don't know. We're going to see. Or, in fact, they do have good technical analysts, and they're going to refuel the reserves at lower prices, which I think is coming. Lower oil prices. And then they'll probably dump them all and then make a little bit of money. I sold some of my oil holdings. I sold some PBR at like $5.40 yesterday. I sold some PAA, Plains All American. Yeah, sold all my 80 shares of PBR, okay? All of them, gone. So I do still have a few things I could sell off right now because I am looking to raise more cash. Not only cash to take advantage of if the market dips, but looking for cash, yes, so I can have more money in my account. So I can have that more buying power. So I can take advantage of all the buying power that I have, including what Ameritrade gives me, because I have a day trading account. So I just want to have that cash right now, so I can be able to short things. Gold 1,919. Yeah, gold. We see gold and silver just came up a little bit off of their lows. Gold is still super expensive in my opinion. I don't want to buy gold at 1,919. I don't. So I don't. Silver is at $23. It's a little bit over 23 bucks. It's between this range. I said to buy the AGQ, which is the 2x leverage silver index. I said to buy that when silver was at $22.50, and silver did in fact drop to $22.40, okay? So I said to buy that, and now silver's up to a 23. So we're going to see if this silver continues to go up to that 24, 24.50 range, okay? I think it could, but I also think that at the same time, the drop in the silver price is going to come. And I think I was mentioning to Luke, the Silver Metals Corporation, SVM, I think we can buy the options on that cheap. Because if silver really drops at 23 now, like let's say it drops to 20 or 19, we can get the options on that thing for pennies on the dollar, and we'll make a fortune when they lower these rates, okay? So this stuff is the real deal. I'm just waiting for the best time to buy. So if you're a Patreon member, you're not going to want to go away in these next 2-3 months. It's only $5. Just say, okay, I'll pay the $15 for all 3 months, and he says something's good's going to be coming soon, so I'll just wait and see if he's right, okay? If you do that, I think that you'll be rewarded. So, and I do have $198 in the Patreon so far, so I wanted to say thank you, all of you, and I'll be using that, I'll be liquidating that out of my Patreon account to get some black ink for the channel, and also to pay, you know, pay the bills around the house, to put it on the house payment and everything. So thank you very much for that $198. I'm really grateful for that because it is a help. Because all my day trading money, I like to keep that into my account because I believe in making, you know, compounding your gains. I don't want to be taking my money out of my day trading account, okay? But I'm going to probably have to, you know, in the future. So we'll see. Trying to get this YouTube thing to blow up right now, but it may not. So, but soon, I see the economy slowing down soon. We have a stronger dollar right now because they're increasing these interest rates, so the dollar is getting stronger. So China is also slowing down. Yeah, we're seeing the dollar kind of peak here, okay? When the dollar peaks, that's when you want to buy silver because it's not going to maintain this peak. Guaranteed you're going to make big money when the dollar starts to drop. So I just want to, you know, bring it to you when the dollar starts to drop. I'll say, okay, load up. Or when the dollar is really at a peak, these interest rates, if they raise them even more, they'll say, okay, then let's load up on silver mining and gold mining stocks. Yeah, to a lot of people, gold and silver mining companies are very boring. That's because they don't move a whole lot until they do. And when they do, they really do. Like Goro Gold Resource, right now that's going for 48 cents. It was up to like $15. So when the gold market starts to heat up, well, like I think it's going to happen like next year, mid next year, to the end of next year before the election, we're going to be able to make a fortune in these gold mining and silver mining options, okay? So what I do is I look for stocks that are fairly cheap, maybe, you know, between 50 cents and $5. You know, when you buy any stock under $1 though, that's kind of a risk. So you have to investigate if they filed for a reverse split or anything like that. But yeah, I'm looking for these cheaper stocks under $5, and then you get the options on those. Like when nobody wants them, that's when you buy. That's what all great investors say. Like Warren Buffett, you know, you buy when there's blood in the streets. You buy when the situation looks dire, because these commodities are cyclical. That's why I like to trade them, because you know when they're coming down, they're guaranteed to go back up. Anything that's cyclical like that is something that's kind of predictable. So that's why I try to keep my focus on that stuff, because that's more of a guarantee in my mind. Anything that's predictable. So, also, uranium is $57 a pound. Could get, I'm thinking uranium can get a pullback when this economy slows down, okay? But we also always need energy. But yeah, I think we could get a pullback. They're getting overheated. So look at you could find the most overvalued uranium stocks and look to short those if they do start to decline. Look at UUUU. That thing is flying. I actually sold mine because it was just getting up there too high. I'm like, let's take the profits, you know, at that point. Because I do think there'll be a better time to load on these. So look up URE, UUUU, DNN, UEC, and UROY. That's a cheap uranium royalty. So it's pretty cheap right now, yeah. But stocks, okay. Bitcoin is at 26,500. Ethereum is at 1,636. Tether is $1, and a Dogecoin still hasn't moved. It's at 62 cents. Every time I mention Dogecoin, it's always at 62 cents. I don't know why. If someone else knows why it never moves, I would really like to know, okay? So please put that in the comments if you do know. Bitcoin, we see it has rallied a little bit. I think it's just a rally before it tanks, okay? That's what I see. I study these charts and that's just what I see. So I think that we're going to have opportunities, major opportunities, to buy options in Hut 8 mining, the Riot blockchain, Coinbase. Okay, well, options in that might be a little pricey. But yes, we'll see. Coinbase, yeah. There's lots of them. You know, Nvidia, many people say is crypto. They say it, well, it'll move with crypto a little bit, but I don't think so at all. But yeah, there's lots of them. I got to bring my list, okay? These lists, I believe, are going to be the most important thing that I will bring to you guys. Not only the lists, but which particular options to buy. That's going to be extremely important because no one's really talking about which ones you get. Some people might. But oftentimes, the ones that seem the most risky are really the ones to buy, okay? But you have to buy them with enough time, okay? So if I think Bitcoin's going to move in 6 months, why would I buy options now that are going to expire in 3 months? You wouldn't. So you have to take all this stuff into account. So I'm going to be bringing my lists, and then I'm going to be putting on those lists, like if you do want to buy right now, which options you should get, okay? But like I said, I think we should wait a little bit. Bitcoin, I think their cryptos are going to drop. But I ultimately think Bitcoin will go over 100,000, okay? And I do think the stock markets are going to hit all new time highs. The Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, I think are going to hit all new time highs. And I think we can look into the leveraged funds too. You can trade the SOXL. That thing was just up to 24 bucks. Now it's down to 20. Why does it move so much? Because it's leveraged. So I'm going to put the SOXL as one of my charts. Okay. So that way, you know, it's something that you can day trade, and then we can look to go long on it if it does come back down here. All right. If the SOXL does fall with the rest of the markets, like I think it's going to happen. When this stuff actually happens, it's going to be an amazing thing. An amazing thing. I'll be like, see, I knew the markets would come down. This is our opportunity to buy. We're all going to be millionaires. I know it might seem too good to be true, okay? But I don't think so. Well, the millionaire part maybe. If you only have $1,000 to invest, you're probably not going to become a millionaire. You might just make like 10, 20 grand, okay? Maybe 40, maybe 60. Because these options multiply. The multiplying factor is insane. You won't even believe it. I didn't believe it. My buddy taught me about the options. I was like, there's no way you can make those kind of profits. There's no way you can make 50x in an option. Yeah, you can. So I think it's coming. So I want to just go through a couple of the stocks today. After this, I got to work on something for the Patreon for that. I'm not going to say the symbol, but that stock that's coming out, I'm going to work on that video. My buddy that brought us some of the other successful stocks, he keeps telling me, sending me messages about this company, why they're so good, why they're going to be so successful. He's like, this is the one, you know. But so yeah, let's look into a couple of the things. Oh, that's the one I can't mention. So Riot Platforms, which is going to be successful when crypto goes up, was down. Bbbyq Gold, GOLD, is at $16.64. DraftKings moved down a little bit. DKNG. We have VFC. That's the one I was day trading on Friday. I was buying it, selling it, shorting it, everything. I go short 1,000 shares. Oh, buy back 1,000. Buy 1,000 more. You know, this stuff you got to be quick. You got to be nimble. Okay. And so yeah, you got to get used to the buttons. You have to set up your Thinkorswim, however it works for you. You know, I can help you out with that too. What else do we see? ABR, I really like that one. I'd like to buy that one cheaper, okay? I already sold mine. I made money on it. DBGI. I'm wondering if DBGI will get another pump, maybe to $12 or $14, okay? Yeah, I'm really looking at DBGI because the float is so incredibly low that it's getting attention. The thing rockets up so quick. It does. So I'd be looking to buy it maybe around the $10 level, maybe $10.50, and then just watch it real closely. If I'm wrong, clip it, sell, you know. But I think there's a chance that that thing could spike and you could freaking make 20-30% in a day, okay? DBGI, it's like the lowest float stock in the world right now. That's what, you know, it's one of them. I think it is the #1 lowest float. I'm not 100% sure though. USAU, that's a gold stock that Moon Market has actually talked about, okay? ChargePoint, CHPT dropped a lot. That's the one that I did a day trade on that one when it was at $5.07, then it went back up to like 6 something. Well, it's back down to 562 and it fell 7%. Yeah, I mean, CHPT and BLNK, I really want to buy them at the very bottom, okay? SOUN, it's kind of at the low end of the range. SOUN is a SoundHound AI. They do that sound voice, artificial voice technology. So if you call like a company, you're not even talking to a real person, you're talking to SoundHound technology, which is, man, that could do good. Moon Market said he's actually long on that. I sold it when it was really high. Moon Market, I don't even think he sold. So I told you guys I sold too. So I want to help you guys take advantage of the moves. I don't want to get you to buy it and get stuck like Moon Market, you know? He should have sold it and then tell everybody he sold and then get everyone back in at this level. Because how much more shares would you be able to accumulate if you sold it when it was at the high and then you bought back now? You could get an insane amount of shares, especially if the more times you do that. So he's getting people stuck in it. I don't know. It's just something I don't like. I don't know. It is what it is. VLD, 3D Inc. Velo 3D. This is the 3D printing company. It's all the way down to $1.57. That's a pretty hot one. Yeah, it's up to $8.42. Wow, I sold mine a little bit too soon. Shoot, but it's okay. I made money. It's never wrong to take a profit, okay? So when you buy a stock, if you make money on it and the thing keeps rocketing, you know, you can always buy back, of course, but you don't want to chase it and then get stuck in it, okay? But yeah, as long as you clip it and you make a profit, you're successful. Don't get down on yourself, but you do learn from the situation, okay? I don't really want to mention ILS. That thing, penny stock, is not doing anything right now. Rite Aid went Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Their stock's not doing anything really right now because I think a lot of people believe it could fall further. I did want to mention the Bed Bath & Beyond, okay? Well, I should mention UVIX too, because if we get a drop, the UVIX will skyrocket, but I'm going to keep you updated on that. Bed Bath & Beyond, okay? There's a show called the PP Show where all these guys do is talk about Bed Bath & Beyond, okay? These are the kind of guys that I think they're absolutely retarded, okay? These are the kind of guys that say, I put my whole life savings into Bed Bath & Beyond. I have all my money and all my wife's money. What the heck are you doing? You're getting all your money and all your wife's money in it too? You're going to be potentially ruining other people's lives, okay? So, this is stupid. When you're going to get into a stock, you know, they should have been in Genius Group. When I knew Genius Group was going to skyrocket when it was down to like 60 cents. On their show, on the PP Show, they have their chat. In that chat, I said, you guys should really be looking at Genius Group because I know it's going to skyrocket. I got my own YouTube channel. I told them. They completely ignored me. And what happened? Genius Group went up to $2.47 or something. And I made like 8-9 grand. And a buddy of mine made over 45 grand. So these guys don't respect other people that tell you to buy other stocks. They don't respect my opinion. But on the PP Show, he did mention my name. Because someone called into the PP Show, or they said, they asked PP if he watches John's Gold and Silver, and then the host of the show, PP, he said, who's John's Gold? And that's as far as it went. So he doesn't really know much about me. But yeah, he did mention me. The PP Show, the guy mentioned me, which I thought was awesome. I do watch their show for entertainment, but these guys they're getting stuck in the stock. That's not what you want to do. Because what these guys should do, they're retarded. They should sell all of their Bed Bath & Beyond and buy it back when it starts to move. Okay? You should never have all of your money in one position, like one stupid penny stock like that. Unless you know, like we knew with GNS and TRKA, then it was okay to put everything in. because we knew from the SEC filings that employees at the company at GNS wanted to sell. We knew that there was a secret deal that took place between Roger Hamilton and the hedge funds that nobody knew about but me, apparently, okay, and my Patreon members. That, all right, GNS was the real deal. You know, I can really take credit on that one. I really can. I don't feel bad about taking credit on that one. I made a lot of money, and other people did too. So these guys at Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't respect their investment strategy whatsoever. They're not trying to make daily profits. They're basically just gambling, throwing all their money at one stock. And guess what's possibly going to happen to this stock? The chances, no matter what way you want to think about it, is too bad. The chances are greater than not that they will cancel out all of their Bed Bath & Beyond shares, and the shareholders will basically get nothing, okay? What these people at the Bed Bath & Beyond, the PP show, are doing is they're hoping that there's going to be an amendment to the bankruptcy exit plan. They're basically hope, okay? And what I wanted to tell you guys was that hope is not a good strategy. These people with Bed Bath & Beyond, they really have nothing but just hope and belief that something's going to happen. Ooh, Ryan Cohen, Carl Icahn. No, there's no guaranteed. There's nothing that's guaranteed, okay? So I think if you're going to invest in Bed Bath & Beyond, there's probably a 90% or maybe 80 to 90% chance you're going to lose everything, and probably a 10-20% chance that, yes, you can make a lot of money, okay? But, man, because they're going to stay open, but yeah, all the current shareholders, the shares could get canceled out, and we'll lose all our money. And then they'll make a new share, a new symbol, for the Bed Bath & Beyond company. So I think that these people on the PP show are actually starting to lose a little bit of hope. And they're on every single night. They talk every night. They have like 800-900 viewers, usually constantly. So go check out the PP show if you want to learn how not to invest, okay? And they talk about people, they'll call me like a shill. If I say, I don't like Bed Bath & Beyond, they'll say I'm a shill. And then the guy will get all offended and start swearing and stuff like that. And it's just, you can tell these guys are so married to their position that they're just idiotic. I don't want to say any more bad words, because then I'd just be like them. But they're just idiotic people. They're just getting married to a position. So I just wanted to bring up Bed Bath & Beyond to tell you, don't do that. Don't use all of your money, and don't use all of your wife's money to go in on a stock that's most likely going to zero, and the shares will be canceled out, and you will lose all of your equity, and you will not be made whole, okay? They do have one guy on there, his name's ABC, on the PP show. He's the smartest guy on there, obviously. He's like light years above and beyond everyone else on the show. But for some reason, he's still pumping Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not understanding. Okay? I'm really not. So if you own Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe right now you should be minimizing your position in it. Yes, if you want to gamble, yeah, you can keep some. But yes, I do believe we should be minimizing our position. So I think the people that are on the PP show, the people that follow that show, you should lower your position. Okay? That's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. So yeah, it's important that you get your accounts funded. You buy silver to fight inflation. Even if silver is going to be dropping a little bit, like I think, it's okay. Still keep loading up on the physical. The physical silver, you buy it and you don't sell it. You know, you could keep it for a long time and just wait till it does its moonshot and then sell it. Like when silver, like when I started buying silver at $5-6 in the year 2000, you can buy it and then you hold it till it makes its moonshot, okay? When it made its moonshot, I knew people that were selling at $49, okay? I didn't sell it at the very top. I waited until it was coming down in the upper 30s, and that's when I sold. So I still made tons of money, you know? If you can get out of the top, that's great. But now I know a lot more, so I think I could get out at the top the next time. Yeah, the other guy I want to talk about is Marantz. This guy, he knows a lot about GameStop, AMC, and he knows a lot about Bed Bath & Beyond too. And he believes that Bed Bath & Beyond is not really, they're going to be canceling out the shares and everything. So I just don't know what these guys' problem is on the PP show. He should start talking about a different stock. He should say, okay, well, let's move it, let's get rid of Bed Bath & Beyond. Maybe just mention it a little bit here and there. Like I just mentioned GNS a little bit here and there now. And then let's move on to something that's going to be successful. Like the PP, he should be getting into other stuff. Because Bed Bath & Beyond, how's he going to feel when all these people lose all their money? You know how Bed Bath & Beyond just went from 25 cents to 19 cents in like a day? When that happens, a lot of you will say, well, I bought it at 25 cents. How can I sell it now? Because then they hear from people from the PP show. The people on the PP show say, you don't sell until you lose. Okay? I wanted to tell you guys that this is not true. If you buy a Bed Bath & Beyond for 25 cents, it goes to 19 cents, you lost. You lost your operating capital, you lost your purchasing power, you now own less money, your net worth has shrunk. It's a fact. You lost. Because there is no guarantee that it's going to go back up to 25 cents. Okay? I personally think, yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond will probably go back up to 25. You know? It's moving in a range. It'll probably jump back up to 25. And then it could probably come down again. You know? And then it'll probably go to 0. Okay? Is there a chance that it can go to between $1 and $3? Yes. That's why I have a little bit. I like to gamble. Okay? But I want you guys to know you're a little bit crazy if you want to gamble on these penny stocks. Like I said, GNS was not a gamble. TRKA was not a gamble. Because we read the SEC filings and we knew what was coming. Bed Bath & Beyond, it's a gamble. So I just wanted to reiterate that you know, you don't lose money until you sell. That's totally false. Okay. If you own a stock, it has declined, you lost money. If I own silver, if I bought silver at $50, now it's at $20. That means I lost money. Yeah, you could regain it back. But in these penny stocks, no. A lot of the time, you're not going to regain it back. They reverse split. They take your money. You be careful if you're a new investor here, okay? Because it's rigged against you. To be successful, you really need the technology, okay? You need to set up your Thinkorswim. You need to be able to make decisions so quick. These hedge funds and stuff, they don't want you doing day trades. They don't want you to get more than 25 grand. Because once you do, and you have that trading account, you have a massive advantage over the average retail investor, okay? So like I said, I just want to reiterate, get 25 grand in your account, okay? You know, it's kind of hard, I know, times are tough. And then that's basically what I wanted to say today, just that really big things are going to be coming, rest assured. We're going to see if this follows through and I'm right and then these markets are going to drop again. Because if I am right, we're going to be rich. Because we know ultimately that they are going to boost the markets again. So I'm just looking for that final drop before they boost them. Okay? I really think it's coming. If I was like, oh, okay, I'm wrong, then yeah, we could still buy back in at any time. So we're not really losing much. Okay? So I am adapting and evolving my strategy as the times change and improving. So doing the best I can, guys. Please support me on the Patreon, $5 a month. Because these videos are not easy really to make. Well, they're not too hard. I kind of like to talk. But yeah, I could use all the help I get because I'm trying to do this full time, trying to do day trading, so I get some money coming in from there, and then do YouTube and maybe get a little bit of money coming in from there. And then yeah, my goal is just to do this full time. So I mean, guys, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff in life. My grandma's birthday is tomorrow. I don't even think I can go because I've got to work on YouTube stuff to keep growing. I know the Patreons want the next penny stock. Okay, they want the next big penny stock winner that we can get options in. I know that's what you want. I'm looking for it. I guarantee I'm going to find it. We already found Troika and GNS, and those were 100% winners. I'm going to try to find the next one that's 100%. I've got my team. We're all working on it. I communicate with my team daily. I say, anything in your findings? Is there anything that you've read that confirms any of these stocks? You know, what have you got? And we're talking every day and trying to come up with the next penny stock, so it will come. But like I said, we do have a good stock I'm going to be putting out on the Patreon. Not going to say the symbol here because it's just for the Patreon members, because I think this can be a good one. Definitely. And I also have a position of 1,000 shares of EVLV. Okay? 1,000 of those. This other one I might even buy more than that though, because I have the buying power now. So yeah, thank you everyone. Please support me on the Patreon. And check out the Patreon a little bit later because I'll be putting that video out. Thank you.